Hey, what's up, teammates and roommates? We have another What's the Tea? We got NLE Choppa in the building. NLE, how are you doing, man?
I'm blessed extremely, highly favored.
Yes. I actually got to check out one of your new singles,
Oh, for
23.
real?
Got some new energy coming in 2023.
Yes, ma'am.
How's that feel? How's it feel to like get into this new year and like just get to grinding?
It just feel like this been a year I've been kind of waiting on for a long time. I've been going through a lot of serious like changes and just trying to better myself as a person so I can be able to receive. I guess it was this year. Every year I was walking into it. I'm like, this the year, and it was the year, but it wasn't the year I was looking for. But
Yeah.
now I know it's this year. I know it's this one. So yeah.
So what do you have in store? What can we expect from you in 2023? I know you got, like I said, a new single. You got an album on the way, I heard.
Mhm.
Like, what else can we expect from you?
Man, new single, album, and just doing a lot of things I felt that I feel that I kind of missed out on a little bit because I was going through a certain area, space in my life where I was trying to, learn me and be the better me, a better version of myself. So I feel like a lot of opportunities I probably missed out on are like now coming full circle for me.
Yeah.
So
What are
mhm.
some of those opportunities you feel like you missed out on?
It's like it's really not particular.
Okay.
It's just the simplest thing of like I don't even know. I just know when it comes to me, I'm gonna know.
Yeah.
When it comes to me.
Okay.
But I know I missed out on a few things. So
Okay. Yeah. I want to talk about like the you on Twitter. You know
mhm.
what I mean? You really just be preaching on Twitter for real. Like, who really pours like into you when you're pouring into other people?
I gotta say my spirit guys, my ancestors, my spiritual family, and even God. I know that I'm just a vessel that He uses, and I'm cool with being used by God for the greater good. So certain things I just say, and sometimes I say it real fast because it's like, I'm just trying to get out the message that I received. So some things it just come from the higher above. Mm.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. You've been here before. Just a
Yeah,
little bit.
a
Just
few
a little bit
times.
with some of the say. Um, I know you've been in the community a lot. I saw a dope video of you pulling up to the hospital of one of your fans and really showing love. It was a really emotional moment. And I think you also have, I think I heard like you have a reading challenge on the
Mm.
way. Like, tell me a little bit about like what makes you want to pour into your community and what you're hoping to do in 2023.
Just knowing that everything is about the youth. It's about the future, and that's what they are, the future. I started like this reading challenge for a few schools in Memphis. The first school that we started with, they were like a failing school, and when you're a failing school, the city will step in and probably shut the school down, make it a alternative school or a charter school or whatnot. But within the process, we implemented the reading challenge to the kids. And now when we speak on that school, it's a reward school now. So it's one of the best schools in Memphis. So like just being able to do that just by telling the kids, hey, let's read. I feel like that's a major bonus and just a major plus because we took a school that was lacking love and just put love in it.
Yeah, I think that's really important. I think I heard a statistic of 1 in 3 kids, they can be behind in their grade level if they're not reading up to their by third grade or something like that. So I think it's very important that not only with you speaking to the kids and them being so tapped into your music, but also giving back. It's really important, and that's so super dope.
No, for sure. I feel like it's really even bigger than just reading a word. Like just going to the school and just challenging the kids to do something positive to move towards and just tackle a goal and make them feel as if they accomplished something and that's positive on a positive tip. I feel like that's really the biggest goal because, you know, a lot of people are so quick to pick up something else other than a book. So, you know.
Right. Right. That's speaking of that, I do want to get your thoughts on like the violence in the music lately. And, everyone has their thoughts on it and how it affects the new generation, but just wanted to get your thoughts on if you feel like that is what is affecting the generation, or do you feel like it's something else?
I feel like it's everything as a whole, and music does play a part. Like I said, I feel like music popularized like more so than anything Percocets and codeine. Like, I feel like a lot of people and even we, I feel like a lot of people are not even in tune with their feelings and know how to go through basic emotions without having to lean on drug use or alcohol use. So I do see it's a problem. But in due time, it's just about how do you ease it in to show like it's another way. So within the process, sometimes I try to balance my music out with my lifestyle. Like, yo, I may say this sometimes, I may preach this sometimes, I may say murder this, murder that in my music, but I want to let y'all know what's real, what I really do in my lifetime, like what's entertainment, what's real to me. So I try to be that person of balance. I feel like I'm like the only one. So yeah.
Yeah. So how, if the kids listening to your music, like how do they decipher what to listen to? Like, do I listen to the music and that message, or do I follow what he's doing in his day to day? Like, what would you want to tell them?
Just take it all, just take it all in, and then after that, realize what works for you and what works with your life. Same thing like my favorite artist, Tupac. He can make a hit 'em up and then make a dear mama. He can make these ambitious as a rider, then make a keep your head up. But the songs that I listen to before anything are the songs that resonate the real, the dear mama, to keep your head up, so much pain. All of those songs is like what I would really vibe with, and that's the balance. Um, Being able to choose what works with you. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about Pac a little bit, because Pac has been in the news a few times last year with different people. I wouldn't say comparing, but people comparing the new generation to Tupac. And I know you had said the same thing when it comes to MJ and Tupac. So, in terms of when you say you're like Tupac or people compare you to Tupac and MJ, can you kind of explain what you mean by that? Because I feel like some people may have misunderstood.
Oh, like it's more so like not a music thing. It's more so a purpose thing. Musically, like is like not. It's not something that I look at as far as just the music route, because I'm a person of art. I like respect everyone's art. So I can't never say like my art is like this person or better than this person, because it's just art. It's the way you express yourself. But purpose is something that's bigger than anything, and that's what I love. That's what I love to resonate with. And I feel like when people put their purpose first, you move as far as the testimony instead of like a regular person. So that's like where I kind of, that kind of came from, because I just move as a testimony like those guys did.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. I figured you had a deeper message because I felt like people may have misunderstood. Do you feel like you're misunderstood often?
Yeah, I mean, but it's me. Like sometimes I just say no explanation. Like I'll be like, I understand what I mean, so I'm gonna put it out, But sometimes it's not meant to explain everything too. Like certain times, like it'll come to a point to where, like the simple question you just asked me was the explanation, and then a year or so, and now they'll probably go back and be like, oh, okay, that's probably where it needed to resonate with. But I feel like explaining yourself and everything is also like a headache. So I just kind of just say shit. But I know
Okay.
what it means.
Okay. What about like the girls you date? You know what I mean? Like, do you have that conversation with them of like, there might be people that hate on us, hate on you, or, whatever that looks like? Like, how do you have that conversation so that they're mentally prepared for the space that they're walking in?
You can have the conversation, but it's really up to that person, like,
Yeah.
so if they gonna be able to take heed of it and be able to separate what's real and what's on the app. You know what I'm saying? So um this for sure has always been like a problem with just being in the limelight with someone. So
Right.
I just tend to have a private life that's a happy life. So, I don't want nobody knowing what's going on, and like, whether I have a significant other, whether it's family things, I just want to be as private as possible moving forward though.
I got you. Yeah, you had a pretty public relationship last year, and I mean the year prior. And I know that people gave you a lot of hate because of the age difference. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? What did did y'all ever talk about it, or is it something that like that's just what it was, how people felt?
I feel like age doesn't make you like a mature individual. I feel like it's people older than me that are the most immature people on earth. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all about, I'm gonna kid you not, I've been an adult since I was 12. I've been dealing with real life issues since I was a young man. So I feel like what builds maturity, what builds adulthood, what builds wisdom is being able to go through things and learn from it. I feel like a lot of people are still stuck in the same cycles that I've already passed at 13, 14. So it's like, who's really the adult? That's how I look at it. Like, so I mean, I'm 20, but within myself, I know I've been here a few times. I'm just recycled at this point. So,
Okay, okay. And how is it? Do you guys still talk, you and Marissa? Like, are y'all still friends?
Yeah, I'm friends to everyone that I always, had past dealings with. It's just really up to the other person to reach out. Cause I know like I'm not, but like not in a cocky way. It's just like as far as like I'm just going with the flow of life and I'm just moving in like a attracted type of like a attraction type of magnet type of thing. What's for me is gonna hit. What's not, it's not. I don't really go out my way too much. I just move with life. You know?
Okay, okay. And then in terms of like you keeping your situations private moving
Mhm.
forward, do you feel like the situation with CoCo and iHeartMemphis, like do you feel like that played a part into like I'm just gonna do me, or was that just like a friendship that people misunderstood?
That was like simply entertainment, like in the purest form. It was nothing like to where it's like a private life thing or just even a relationship thing. It was just me having fun, honestly, like just joking and just bringing entertainment to our audience. Nothing more, none less.
Okay, okay. And I mean, one of the last things I want to ask you is just like you've been very vocal about your thoughts on polygamy
Mm.
and something that you believe in and something that, may or may not have caused you and Marissa to break up. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to get your thoughts on polygamy and like why do you feel like that is the avenue that you would rather go in?
Because that's the approach like my ancestors took. I do a lot of just in deep thoughts of how did people live humanely before a lot of things was incorporated.
Okay.
I know that life is a journey, so I know that everything is temporary. So for me to be monogamous with one person, I feel like it's naive because I know that there's a lot of things that God laid down in front of me to build the reality that I speak on a daily. And I know being probably in a monogamous relationship won't be beneficial to what I'm trying to build. I'm a man of empowerment, trying to empower whether it's women, whether it's people around me. Empowerment it also kind of goes with empire. So I'm trying to build an empire, and it takes a village to do it. I feel like me being soulfully attached to one person won't help me build the avenues that I need to build. I got a lot of things planned. I want to be, I view myself on this stature of just a godly type of energy. And to be able to do that, I feel like I need goddesses because I'm as strong as them. I'm stronger with, a lot of more brains, if that makes sense. You know, I feel like a lot of people when they hear polygamy, they hear, oh, it's multiple women and one dude. That's his fantasy, that's some sex stuff. But I'm a man, I don't even value sex like as I used to. It's more so of I just value polygamy as far as just opportunities to build generational wealth for my kids.
Okay. Do you have I would say a cap on like how many women that you would bring
Mhm.
into a relationship?
I don't really just think too much of it. I just really go with the flow. Like if I if it end up to be 20, 30, like that's just what it
Okay.
that's just not saying that's the cap, but just like, whatever life brings to me, that's just what I kind of go with. And I still gotta have discernment to know what's for me and what's meant. But it's just really like whatever life come with, whatever comes to me in my door. It's just like I just gotta have that discernment to know, okay, this is for the journey or this is just for fun, and this
Okay.
is just a temporary attachment. But I just kind of go with the flow. I'm like a jellyfish.
Okay. Okay. Well, I know I mean, you preach a very healthy lifestyle. I know veganism is important to you. I think you have a food truck on the
Mm.
way.
Yeah, I
Where,
have one.
see, you have one?
Mm.
Okay. Where can people pull up to your food truck?
It's in Memphis. Sometimes I break it out like in moderation occasionally. I don't have it like currently just running like every day or whatnot, but I break it out for like special events. And this year I will have like a congruent type of flow of just, probably been open 5 days a week.
Okay. Okay. And people gonna be able to see you every day, 5 days a week, or
Some days if I'm there, I'll pull up for sure.
okay. All right. Well, I thank you so much for hopping on with me and having this conversation. I love the 23 song. It's super dope. You're gonna have to teach me some of them dance moves, you know what I mean? All right.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you for having me.